Geez, what a difference a day makes, and what a difference shaving your beard off makes. I absolutely hate it, but I had no choice. I could not walk into a brand new role, especially in an office, looking like Josh Emmett. And if you don't know who Josh Emmett is, look him up. I mean, I was going for that look. I probably could have puffed it out a little bit more. I had no greys, thankfully, but it certainly was ginger. Either way, first day at work. First day at my new job. Over. Done and dusted. I slept horribly last night, absolutely horribly. The alcohol had pretty much left my system, I feel, by the time I got to bed. So all I was left with was a whole bunch of regret and a pounding chest. And that led me to, I got into bed at about 8:30. I was still awake, lying there without a wink of sleep at 1:30. So that's 5 hours of just despair, regret, and anxiety about what was to come the next day, because I had a brand new job and I hadn't strung together any sense of sobriety. And it was so disappointing. And you probably saw that in my previous video. Absolutely just totally out of control, and hoping and praying that I could get to this point that I am right now. And I got here. I'm here. It's 6 o'clock in the evening. I've gotten through my first day at work. Initially walking through the doors, I had to pull up my socks, look at myself in the mirror this morning and say, you got to do this. You got to look yourself in the eye and tell yourself, I can do this. I'm better than this. I'm going to do a good job. I'm going to walk in there. I'm going to do as best of a job that I can of socializing, of course, with my brand new work colleagues, and just walk in with your head held high, draw a line in the sand, put all of the past in the past, and do your best. And that's what I did. But it took some guts, and it took some courage. And I'm so stoked to say that I was able to muster up that courage, just somewhat, walk in the front door with a smile on my face, and hope that my withdrawal symptoms did not become obvious. Now there's one point in time, certainly over the last few weeks, that makes me nervous, and it's when I go to a counter to buy something, whether it be groceries, whether it be alcohol, whether it be petrol, whatever. Any time that I need to bring out my FPOS card and tap it to pay for something, I don't know, it's completely unpredictable how shaky my hand is going to be. And so there's some times where I am almost unable to tap it, because not only am I withdrawing from alcohol at the time and I am very shaky, I'm shaky in general, but also the anxiety about knowing that that's going to happen. It's not comfortable. It's certainly not comfortable, but it's something that I had to do. And so obviously with my manager, looking over my shoulder and sort of waiting for me to log into my computer, and she was showing me some certain things, and I knew that I was going to have to type, I was going to have to use the mouse. And I'll be honest, that was freaking me out. I mean, like I said, I'm anxious and shaky in general. It's in my genetics, but I really had to just hope and pray that didn't happen, and hope and pray that, in the first hour or hour and a half of the day where we didn't have to sit down at the computer because I was being shown around the campus, that I'd be comfortable enough in my own skin, know that, okay, this is my first day, I'm here, you've done it, and just hope and pray that my level of anxiety will have reduced just enough so that even if I do have my withdrawal symptoms, the anxiety on top of it wasn't going to just be too much. And lo and behold, I got through it. And what a blessing that is. So I went to work completely underprepared as far as nutrition. I had one coffee today, and I've come home and I've eaten salmon, green beans, tomato and cucumber, and it was absolutely delicious. At this stage, I don't think I'm going to eat anything else because I still feel like an absolute bloated mess. And that's what drinking, as much as I have done for as long as I have, will do to you. And the only reason I'm not, completely blown up with an obese gut and a triple chin is because the only time I did eat was after I'd finished drinking. And so I'd drink and drink and drink, and then when I'd finally finished, usually at the end of a bottle, I'd eat. And I would say in recent times, my appetite has actually decreased. So, that's probably due to drinking more alcohol than usual, and just the fact that, I'm not really aware of what I'm doing, and all I really want to do is pass out and go to sleep. So eating is certainly not as pleasurable as it once has been, even whilst drinking. And so that's the reason. It's if I'd eaten 5,000-6,000 calories of shit after drinking 20 standard drinks every day, then I'd be in a hell of a lot worse shape than I am now. But I still feel bloated, and I really want to get my diet back under control, remove the alcohol, and I do feel as if that feeling, whether it's just in my head or not, will go away, and we'll be winning. We will be winning. So salmon salad for dinner, and I'm cooking up some food for tomorrow's lunch and dinner, which is sesame roasted beans in butter and lamb kebabs, which I did not make myself. I got them from the supermarket, but they look absolutely delicious, and I reckon they're done. So I'm going to put 3 in each container and let them cool down, then put them in the fridge. I'm going to continue drinking water, which is going to be hugely important, especially from bringing my carbs down quite heavily in these first few days. But honestly, man, oh, what a relief. What an absolute relief. And as far as social skills, as far as what I said on camera last night, which is probably the realest I've been in a while, and I had to be real because that was it. I had to be completely and utterly open, honest, which is what I've always done, of course. But when I admitted in no uncertain terms that I genuinely do not feel as if I want to, or if I can, leave the house or talk to anyone, which is what life's all about, or else you'll be a fucking mute hermit, and no one wants to be that. But that's what I have been. That's what alcohol did to me. It made me a mute hermit. And unless I was drinking, of course, and then I came out of my shell. No pun intended. But as far as socializing, man, I walked into work this morning, and I mean, you have to. I had to. And if I was that, worst case scenario, I would have drunk before I went to work. And there's many people out there that are in that position, but that's something I haven't done. I've never done that. I don't feel comfortable doing that. So it was completely and utterly forced. Every smile, every laugh, every piece of conversation was forced. But what I did feel, and what I felt happening nearing the end of the day was that my personality was starting to shine. I was initiating conversation because I was comfortable. And I will say that even on day one, man, I feel like a part of the team. So I don't know how long I'll be at this workplace, but it's going to tie me over. It's going to get some money coming in, and I'm back in administration, of course, but that's what I need. It doesn't matter where I was going to work. I needed a job, and I needed it quick because it's given me routine. And on day one, I can tell you that that's all I needed. So, woke up 7:30 this morning after a terrible sleep, and brushed myself off, got into my work clothes, got to work 5 minutes early, and spent 8 hours there. Didn't eat a single thing, came home, had my dinner, cooked some healthy food for tomorrow, and now I'm sitting down at about 6 p.m. feeling accomplished, which is something I have not felt for a very long time. And there's only one thing that I need to include in my routine now to make me feel just that, just that bit better, and really feel as if I'm back. And it hasn't happened yet. My motivation's just not there, but it's exercise. And so I'm going to take my gym gear to work tomorrow. I haven't got a gym membership here yet, but I will be doing that and getting something sorted pretty soon. So I'm going to take my gear to work tomorrow, leave it in the car, and if how I've felt today is anything to go by, I feel as if maybe when I first walk into work I won't want to go to the gym, but I think if I've got some time to think about it throughout the day, if the day goes well, if I'm feeling confident as I walk out of work and I've already got my gear there, I feel like it's inevitable, and I feel like I'll get back in the gym for the first time in like 2 months. And whoops. That's right. And that's going to be great. That's going to be absolutely fantastic. So, I mean, for anyone who did pray for me, obviously this video has already been made, but I fucking appreciate it, eh? And I've just gone and swore, which is something I really want to sort of rid. I want to be known as the guy who never swears rather than the guy who always does. So, but it is what it is. You can't help your personality. And that's just me showing emotion, really. So we did it. The first day of the rest of my life. And that's all you can do, day by day, one day at a time. That is all you can do. There's never going to be a perfect time. There's never going to be a perfect time to quit anything. But, to think that I don't have marijuana in my life right now is awesome, because otherwise I still wouldn't feel clean. And, in recent months, even if I have had times where I've been off alcohol, I've still smoked weed every day, and I've used that as my crutch. But then it eventually does lead me back to drinking. And I feel like just being completely clean is the only way for me to go now. It's going to give me the best chance to continue this. But, the future is not, nothing's guaranteed. But if I just keep doing this one day at a time, especially throughout this first week, I'm hoping I'll be back here next Monday saying the same things. But today started really, really, it was just scary. It was really scary. I was shitting myself. But it ended so much better. And so I couldn't be happier. I'm feeling really tired. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to watch a bit of news, a bit of TV, and I'll probably get into bed around about the 8 o'clock mark. And I feel like if I've got any chance of like getting up nice and early, which is something I fucking never have done. Sorry, my mistake. Something I've never done, simply because I never go to bed early enough, and also because I'm either hungover or groggy because I've smoked weed the night before. So I feel like this is my chance. This is my chance. This is it. If I don't take this opportunity to live a completely clean, healthy life, then I'm throwing away the best opportunity I've had in a long time. I've done it before though. You know, I've thrown things away. I've thrown great things away, good things, when they've been right in the palm of my hand, and haven't we all? It's called self-sabotage, and that's something I don't want to do anymore. So, tomorrow I'm going to create a video titled One Day Without Consuming Any Alcohol or Drugs, because at this point, it hasn't been one day completely, but I think I'm going to title this something like The First Day of the Rest of My Life, or, you know, I don't know what I'm going to title it. It's probably not going to be published for another 2 days, but for as long as I need to, I'm going to continue making videos, and I hope that they can help someone out there, because I've been pretty low. I've been really, really low. I've been a mute hermit, and no one wants to live like that. And so just to be even one day off of drugs and alcohol, one day into a new job, and have some socializing sober under my belt, I'm happy. I'm hopeful, and that's all we need. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.